start? Tell me when. Okay. I'm not going to talk about any of the topics that were discussed up there. I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story. So this past summer, I went to California for the first time. And to preface that, I'd really enjoyed movies and was looking forward to going to Hollywood, which is one of the stops in my trip there. And like to put in perspective how much I enjoyed movies, my backup plan is if I didn't graduate from college here, I'd basically drop out and become a screenwriter, move to Hollywood, and hope to make it big. Well, when I got there, I saw Beverly Hills, I went down Hollywood Boulevard, all the greats there, and my kind of consensus was that it's the best and worst town ever. Because between, you walk past like statues or just people who have mega money. There's Bugattis and Ferraris. Lamborghinis over there are like Mercedes here. They're just everywhere. But then next to that is just extreme poverty and people on the roads begging for money, just like you see in the streets of Atlanta over here. So this kind of disparity was really, it was hard for me to cope with. And then I went on a studio tour at Warner Brothers, which was kind of the icing on the cake here, because when we all watch movies, we understand that it's fake, but we don't know, we can't put it in perspective until we actually go to the movie studio. And just as an example, so we were in this golf cart, obviously, because it's a movie studio. And they were taking us around, and I see a speed bump on the ground. And I'm like, we're going pretty fast. We're going to like fly up and hit that. But we go right over it, and it turns out it was a painted speed bump. Everything there is fake. So when we actually went in the studios, it's disheartening because you just see how this isn't real, and the magic of movies disappeared for me. So after that trip, for about 2 or 3 weeks, I just did not watch any films or anything, and it was saddening, but I'm slowly getting back into it. And now I kind of like Hollywood and would like to go back there again because the weather is great and it's such an interesting town. That's it.
So, what were his strengths?
100% eye contact. Notice how Mark looked at everybody the whole time.
Okay.
What would you guys say about his tone?
He varied it. He was light and playful. Kind of light and playful most of the time, but it was kind of serious in part of the time.
But how would you guys feel about his volume?
It's fairly constant. It didn't vary
I think
much.
it's a little low.
A little low. Okay.
That was only first.
But the thing is, you made very good eye contact, which is
The eye contact was stellar.
And notice, no verbal distractions. He didn't have a single error, not one.
What do we comment though about the body movement? Where was he mostly?
He didn't have any body movement. Mark, you stood in the same damn place.
so like, Mark was doing more of this, and again, as Miller said, I think we're talking about the group. Stand off, equal weight on both. Because if you start off like this, you're going to sway no matter what you do. And again, just move around as you're speaking. Any other great things about Mark's speech, Justin?
Yeah, one thing that's absolutely stellar as well, and this is a little more subtle, it's your facial expressions. Your audience will tend to feel what you're feeling or feel what you're displaying. For example, if you're nervous, your audience will be nervous for you. If you're smiling like Mark was, people will smile and listen to what you have to say. So that was stellar. And just like Nick is saying, if you move around more, make your volume more dynamic, you're there, man. That's awesome.
One more thing. What about his hand gestures?
Were they varied? Did we see 4 different types?
No, he had double hand gestures, that's it.
Use 2 hands?
Yeah.
I'd say he had a little bit of variation. You may not always get to every single dramatic or subtle gesture, but it's good that you did have gestures in your speech.
So I guess area of improvement. I mean, if you watched the video, you did a good job with the eye contact. Just maybe work on the body movement to move around. Let's have one more time for one more champion, preferably a new person. Anyone? Oh, yes. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
This is why. Go for it.